right, so ladies and gentlemen, we's be back for another one as my sound all goes out. Just lovely start to the day. So basically, for those of you interested, today I'll be doing this game here at 2 o'clock, Hanwa versus Kiwoom. If the game finishes by about 5:15 or so, I will do the double second half of the doubleheader where I'll do KT versus Doosan. Obviously, I need at least 30 minutes to be able to kind of get everything as sorted and ready so that I'm not rushing around absolutely crazily trying to get things done. So, welcome, Mr. Big Pain. Early, I see. Hopefully, you took Hanwa. Hopefully, you took Hanwa. All right. Pak Chu Sung out on the mound for Kiwoom. He's only had two starts. His two starts have been good. So his two starts have been good. The last two starts, his most recent start against KT, 6 innings. As that his first pitch is ground ball right to the shortstop and throws to first, and one pitch, 1 out, and yeah, that's what you call efficient, ladies and gentlemen. So uh, I don't know where the stats that these guys were pulling up in the preview. They don't match what I have. They're saying that in his one start, he has it's fine, but what I have is vastly different. So last game he pitched 6 innings and 98 pitches, gave up 2 runs, both of them on solo shots. Is that is low, and ball one to Liberato. And then the game before that, which was almost a month ago, 5 innings, 74 pitches, gave up 1 run. It was also a home run. So he gives up some home runs. Is that's in there for strike on the outside corner. So he's given up 5 home runs on the season, only 33 innings. His two starts, he's given up 3 home runs. So something to look forward at, and especially the left-handers, as that's Mrs. Low there, 2-1 now. Left-handers are hitting 309 against them. Not only are they hitting 309 against them, they also have 3 home runs against them. Righties are hitting 266 with 2 home runs. He is a right-handed pitcher, so as the 2-1 is swung on and missed and evens the count at 2-2. So Hanwa, as far as their left-handers, Moon Hyun Bin will be in the home run derby. He is not a power hitter. That's their only guy from the left side that probably can do too much damage. Obviously, Liberato can hit a home run here and there, as that runs the count full, and we've got our first full count of the day. Already took 2 whole batters to get there. So Liberato has 1 home run on the season. So obviously he could hit some home runs, but for the most part, this is going to be a right-handed heavy lineup. Yes, here comes the 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be rolled over. Second baseman up the middle, jump throws back, and a beautiful stretch by Che Jae-hoon. They said he was off the bag, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think he was off the bag. I think he came off the bag after he was already on the ground and after he had already made the play. I believe he is out there. Obviously, Kiwi thinking he is safe for very unbiased reasons. And right there, his heels back on the ground, back on the bait, and easily is out. It's okay, Kiwi. Maybe you'll get him next time. Maybe it's because Hano has the worst replay percentage in the league. I believe last time I looked, they were in dead last at 18% overturned. All right, Moon Hyun Bin steps in and looks at ball one on the inside, and it's 1-0. It's far as innings goes, Park Ju-sung, again, it's very tough because he's only had 2 starts as, Moon Hyun-bin aligns that one to the shortstop, and that's is gonna be 3 away. 1, 2, 3, go the old Eagles, and, we'll go to the bottom of thy first. Yeah, well, not ideal, but, I mean, it's not like Hanwha hasn't had to come from behind with the against a team that's almost, 300 win percentage on the season. Their, best starter or best 4 they're gonna have their best 3 pitchers in the against the, number 9 or number 10 team in the league, yet, they've had to come back from behind, multiple times in this series. Yeah, they got 2 wins, but, not how you draw it up with your 3 best pitchers on the mound. So, bottom of the first, Song Sung Moon obviously, having another fantastic year. Ito Yoon at second, Kim Tae-yeon at first. Cheon Sung is DHing today, so Moon Hyun Bin moves to left. Iwon Suk, who's been in left, moves to right, which brings out Lee Jin Young out of the lineup because he's facing a lefty, and I believe that's kind of the thing where since the he hasn't really been starting too much against lefties. So against lefties, Lee Jin Young is hitting really well, so I don't really know. But 17 games for Weiss. He has not pitched well in his last 2 games. I, I've I've told so many people that his defense is not good. He has a really strong arm, but he's he wants to be a highlight reel with his big swings, his bat flips, his trying to throw everybody out at third, trying to throw everybody out at home. That it's the whole thing that's taking over the KBO is first pitch is fouled away. Uh, all these young KBO guys, they didn't learn fundamentals. They learned baseball from watching YouTube highlight videos, and they want to do all that stuff, but they don't want to do the fundamental stuff to get to that point. As here comes the 0-1 pitch to Son Sung Moon, and that's way, way up high, 1-1. Son Sung Moon, 282 on the season, 14 home runs, has really taken off lately. Maybe he just really likes the color green, as that is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-2. The first inning is going to be a big thing for Weiss. Weiss opponents are hitting 292 against them in the first inning. So the first inning and the fourth inning are really the only innings that Weiss has ran into too much trouble. As that's going to be a big swing and a miss there, and Weiss starts the day off with a strikeout. Oh, lefties hitting a 232 against Weiss. Weiss does have a home run issue. He gives up a lot of home runs. He's given up 10 home runs already this year, 4 to lefties and 6 to right handed hitters. So that is something to watch as that is in the dirt and it's ball one. He doesn't walk very many, strikes out a lot, 115 strikeouts and 102.1 innings on the season. So mainly going to be a fastball slider guy, as that is up high in the zone, and his swing and a miss makes it 1-1. So fastball mainly 43, 44% of the time at 149 average. Off of that, he throws his slider 42% of the time, as that slider misses on the inside, and it's 2-1. Uh, does also throw a curveball 11%, and then mixes in a changeup about 4 a game, as that blows it past him, and now it's 2-2. Blows that past 152. But 4% of the time he's going to throw a changeup, so he's going to throw 100 pitches per game, which means he's going to throw 4 or 5 or changeups. As that is a fouled away. Try to blow that one past him at 155, but he was able to get a piece of it, foul it off into the Kiwoom fan sign. On looking on. as he is taken off the roster to rest, and he'll start the swing and a miss on a pitch on that sweeper. A second strikeout of the day for Weiss and two away. Ponce is will start the All-Star game for the Nanum team. That's the team that Hanwa is in. It's separated into two sides. Kind of like you have the American League and the National League and the MLB. You have the Nanum team and the Dream team. Nanum means to share. For those of you non-Korean speakers, is that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Iju Hyung, a 333. So Kiwi, I did see this the other day. They're gonna have a pop-up store at as EJ Wan decides that he's not gonna catch, even though his job is called the catcher, as the ball hits his glove and rolls away. They are having a pop-up store at Daejeon Station. As the 1-1 is swing and a miss at 153 at the top of the zone. Weiss going up in the zone, something that I've talked about so many times, that these pitchers need to do more. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fouled away, 155, as Weiss is just saying, here's my fastball. Can you hit it? Yeah, Andy, I think so. They should. Again, they should have been just destroying Kiwoom, but both games that they've played against them, they've had to come from behind.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, Cameron. All right, the 1-2 pitch, and throws that curveball, and he is able to get a piece of it. Fouls that away. 15 pitches now for Weiss here in the first inning, just 9 for Pak Chu Sung for Kiwoom. Thank goodness she's got her sunglasses on and inside the dome. Yeah, and here comes the 1-2 pitch up high, 2-2. Early runs is something that Weiss gives up. Hope you don't need anything in the first inning. Unfortunately, Weiss does struggle in the first inning, but at the same time, he's already got 2 strikes and 2 outs and a 2-ball count, and that misses up high, and we'll have our first full count of the day for Kiwoom. Again, Weiss is not a guy that walks too many guys. He has ran into some issues with walks in the last 2 games, 5 walks in his last 2 games. And the 3-2, as he gets that off of Kim Tae-yeon, that is hit hard. Lee Ju-hyung has plenty of speed, and he will round first and head into seconds. That was a hard hit grounder hit off of Kim Tae-yeon, bounced into right field, and that's will put him on base with a 2-outs double. They will give him a double, I am sure. Although they are in the dome, so maybe they give Kim Tae-yeon. Oh, that should have easily been made on that play. That should be an error. Again, that's an error any league except this one. This one, you never know. Shea Ju-wan steps in now, 261 on the season for the left-hander, and almost hits him. Oh, they did give him an error. Maybe they finally have been watching my broadcast and realized that the official scores in this league are awful. All right, 6 home runs for the little lefty. Again, played many years with Doosan and then SK and then SSG, as that one just barely gets a stitch on the outside corner, and it's 1-2 now. Good thing EJ Wan framed that for the ABS system. I really wish they would quit that mess, as here we go. Sets up way outside. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Strikes out 3 on the inning. Gives up an error. But that's it, and we will go to the second inning. It's tied at goose eggs, ladies and gentlemen. Over 7 for the whole game, Cameron, or over 7 for the first 5? Yeah, I mean, he is definitely on pace for 27 strikeouts, minus the fact that he threw over 20 pitches in that first inning. 22 pitches there. Oh, over 7 for the whole game? It sounds like a pretty decent choice. And Hanwha's bullpen has been absolutely poopy for the last week or two, as they are just absolutely worn out. Kiwoom's bullpen has been absolutely poopy for about 3 years now. Hanwha will have the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. Yoon San Hum. Is he put on the roster? Was Jian Jin taken off? Ah, yes. I remember him. He is the one that every time he throws, his hat comes off. No, it's easy to watch. Super easy. Are you in Korea or outside of Korea? Yeah, I'm watching the game. The game is right here, and then I have 2 monitors over here that have the other stuff, as that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. No Shiwan averaged down to 225 on the season. Thank you, Joshua. So Cameron, if you go to as that's in there for strike. Whoops, wrong side. Souplive.com, SOOPLIVE.com. That's the official international broadcast of the KBO. It's makes it just super easy to watch. And not only that is that one is low 2-2. Not only that, it also, if you are watching that, you can listen to my English broadcast, and it times up almost perfectly because I live in Korea, so my stream is actually ahead of the stream that you guys are getting in Korea, outside of Korea. As here comes the 2-2 pitch way up high, and that's going to run the count full 3-2. Second full count of the day for Hanwa, a 4-3 ground out by Liberato in the first inning. Here comes the old 3-2 pitch up high, not even gonna swing, and Hanwha will have their first base runner on a leadoff walk. So just listen to mine on YouTube and then watch Soup on another thing. So a lot of people will put Soup on their TV or whatever, and then have the YouTube broadcast playing in the background or something like that. That's something. It depends on obviously what your setup is. I can't. I've talked to Soup. I tried to stream on Soup, but because I live in Korea, I can't stream outside Korea with the broadcast because of their copyright stuff. Is that is going to be a strike on the inside to Chaeun Sung, and it's 0-1. Chaeun Sung DH in today after a huge 2-run shot. He has been absolutely murdering Kiwoom on the season. I think he's hitting almost 500 against Kiwoom on the season. And the 0-1 pitch misses low, and 1-1. Right on cue. They talk about the 2-run homer I just talked about. Maybe the old TJB SBS live broadcast is listening to mine and doing what I want. As here we go. The 1-1 pitch sets up right at the knees, and that is lifted into left field. Goodbye, baseball. That is a 2-run shot, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, he has been absolutely murdering Kiwoom pitchers. That was crushed. The left fielder didn't even bother to run after it. There you go, Cameron. Like I said, this pitcher has given up 3 home runs in his first 2 starts. And Kim Tae-yun now steps in, looks at the ball, one up high, 1-0. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. It sets up on the outside at just above the knees, and that's misses outside, 2-0. Big home run once again from Jae Sung. They gave him 135. Yeah, 135. Yeah, now that's in there for strike. Just catches the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Park Chu Sung did not play well against Hanwa in on the season. 1 game, an ERA of 18, and the 2-1 is grounded foul, makes it 2-2. So 1 game he pitched against them, 2 innings. It wasn't a start; it was a relief appearance. 2 innings. Hanwa hit 538 against him. Surprisingly, he didn't give any home runs up in that game. And the 2-2 grounded foul again, and it'll stay 2-2. 23 pitches now on the day for Park Ju Sung. That's 14 in this inning. He still hasn't gotten an out yet. And the 2-2 pitch. Check swing on a ball in the other batter's box. But he fouls it away, and it's now still 2-2. And another foul away, and it stays 2-2 again. After the big 2-run shots, Kim Tae-yun making sure that he gets plenty of pitches since he finally gets a start. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch again, and another foul, this time to the third base side. Kim Tae-yun, a 225 on the season. He has not been having a good day, good season. So making sure that he gets as many swings as he can to make up for his lack of playing time on the season. And the 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be a single right back up the middle. And Hanwa has their second straight hit and a third straight base runner. Yeah, it's about time for a bunt. Ito Yoon got a runner on first, nobody out. He walked a guy, gave up a 2-run shot, and then a single. He's thrown 18 pitches already this inning without recording an out. So now sounds like a good time to bunt because it's the absolutely dumbest thing you could possibly do. So Hanwha's manager will probably do it. Again, another case of the team winning despite the manager, not because of the manager. No, Cameron, that's not going to happen. Hanwa's manager plays for 1 run in the middle of the inning. Very important to get 1 run here, even though you're lowering your chance to get a run with a bunt. And he does not, as that's his ball 1. Very surprising here to not see Ito Yoon. Must have missed the sign or something. He's borrowing Chan Sung's glasses, hoping that he can fool the manager. As that is turned on, and that's going to drop in. And just like that, Kim Tae-yeon is going to round third, and he's going to be held up as a double there by Ito Yoon. And that's why you don't bunt, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you don't bunt. That brings up EJ Wan. The 1980s, Cameron. Oh, 4 straight base runners, a walk, a 2-run shot, a single, and a double. How about EJ Wan with a triple here to get the old the Hanwa cycle to start the second inning? It's not like it hasn't happened before. 20 pitches already for Pak Ju Sung without recording an out, and that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. That's going to score a run. He goes to third. What a play! What a play by Ah Jun Saw over his short as the 6-5 putouts gets Ito Yoon, who breaks one of the cardinal sins of base running. Never run to third on a ball in front of you. And once again, Hanwa proving that fundamentals are optional on this team. As EJ Wan grounds into a 6-5 putout, that puts EJ Wan over at first, and that'll bring up a Shimu Jun. And throw in the dirts, and that's ball 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Yeah, that's going to be a ground ball. 6-4. Not in time, and he throws it into the dirt anyway. So the 6-4 ground outs. Oh, that'll be 2 away now as Shimu Jun will just replace EJ Wan over at first base. They'll get a little bit more speed over there as they flip the lineup back up to the top for Iwan Suk. Number 1 rule of base running, everybody knows, don't make the first or last out at third base. Rule number 2 is don't run on a ground ball in front of you. Well, first he's going to steal. Shimu Jun is going to steal second base. As that one runs inside, almost hits him. And now ball 1. Steve, I wouldn't actually put it past. Iwan Suk has got some speed. Shimu Jun's got some speed. I could see him dropping a bunt down here. And another 1-0 in the dirts. 2-0. It's amazing how much these guys are sweating because they're in the dome. Yeah, and here comes the 2-0 pitch. Nope, check over on Shimu Jun, and he slides back in. Kia has a half-empty cheer section versus probably 3/4 of this entire stadium is all Hanwa fans. And the 2-0 is in there for a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. They probably don't have them on. You know how Koreans are with their AC, is that is fouled out of play. Good job, mom. Mom behind home plate covers her daughter's head like this and then moves out of the way so it doesn't hit her. Somebody called Child Protective Services on that lady. Somebody got their dad to go to the game so that they could get some tickets. The 2-2 is lifted into the air. That's going to go back, but center fielder under it, and that will be 3 away. But Hanwa gets 3 on a 2-run shot, a couple singles, and some groundouts. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0 Hanwa. Big inning for Hanwa. Again, they have been coming from behind the whole series. Actually, the whole yeah. Steve, I remember when I went to the MLB stuff, I was like dying. I was so hot, especially up in the fourth level. Those seats are just so hot. So on the field, it's super hot too because of the turf. The lights shining on it. All right. Well, big inning there from Hanwha. Two-run shot by Choi Song as he continues to remind Kiwoom that he is their father. No, I do not know. I didn't have no idea what you're talking about, Steve. All right. So Weiss faced the 5-6-7 Ju Sung Wan. As that is in there for ball. Just misses the top of the zone. Weiss has got himself a comfortable 3-run lead now. And now that misses low. Kiwi, yeah, but I mean, I was there in March, so you know they didn't have anything. And here comes the 2-0 in there right down the middle, literally middle, and it's 2-1. Yeah, when you're outside, it's fine. And a 2-2. Yeah, that's the only time you can enjoy the dome because every other time you're just like, my gosh, it's awful. Why can't we be outside? Is that's going to be a foul ball? The ball boy will get himself some action down there, and just as they cut away, the 2-2 pitch that's going to be fouled away. Stays 2-2. Weiss is he's getting his strikeouts, but he is really struggling to put away guys right away. What's up, NGNF? And here comes the 2-2 pitch. That's up at the waist and blows it past him for his fourth strikeout of the day. 4 pitches or 4 outs, 4 strikeouts. Yeah, because they realize how expensive it is. The problem is the dome was not built for baseball. The dome was built for uh multi-purposes. That's going to be a ground ball. Kim Tae-yun grabs it to underhand toss to Weiss, and that will be 2 away. First non-strikeouts of the day for Weiss. As Ah Jun Saw will come up. Wan Sung Ju is going to need to unhook the old piano. As he looks at strike one on the bottom of the zone, 0-1. 22 pitches in the first inning for Weiss. Yeah, now that is also in there for a strike. It's 0-2. A big home run yesterday for Ah Jun Saw, who tied the game. I don't know anything about it. No, that is in the dirt. You talking about Mokdong? Mokdong, where Kiwoom used to play, or actually Nexon and Seoul and Uri and all those other teams, as that's another strikeout, 5th strikeout of the day for Weiss. And we will go to the 3rd inning. It's 3-0 Hanwa. 5 Ks for the big right-hander. Oh, I have no idea. Hanwha is going to have their 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up. Liberato, Moon Bin, and No Shiwan. Pak Chu Song will head back out, trying to improve on last inning. Gochuk was the replacement. What a bad replacement. All right, so we's be back, ladies and gentlemen. Hanwha kid just taking a nap on the table. Sounds like a good idea, if you ask me. Is that first pitch is going to be grounded, but foul. And it's 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch, that is fouled away the other way, up into the stands, and it's, oops, wrong side, 0-2. Lachlan Wells and Stone Garrett, 2 temporary replacements. The 0-2 pitch way up high. Ball one and two. Stone get Liberato, 4-3 ground out in his first at bats. Just barely got beat out on a great play by Jun Tae Hyun as that just misses inside, and it's 2-2. Oh well, that's because that's because they're so tired from going to academies everywhere. And the 2-2 is fouled away. Stays 2-2. 43 pitches now for Pak Ju Sung. I mean, he can throw a 85, 90, maybe 100 pitches. Yeah, and the 2-2 pitch, and that is popped up. The shortstop and the third baseman under it, and that's one away. Oh, he's already improved on last inning as he got an outs before he gave up 3 runs. Yeah, I mean, I have kids sleeping in class all the time. I know I'm not that boring. Moon Yun Bin looks at just strike one up at the top of the zone, 0-1. Moon Yun Bin lined out to the shortstop in his first at bats, 0-1. Yeah, I have 3 boys that are absolutely awful. As Moon Yun Bin fouls that one off of his foot, takes a little walk to try to walk away the pain, just leaves the bat in in the batter's box, right off of looked like it hit the ground and went off the bottom of his foot. Yeah, every time I have to teach this, there's 2 straight classes that every time I teach it, I just feel like I'm in some like 90s teacher movie where a teacher comes in that's completely different than is has all these awful kids that just cause problems. As the 0-2 is lined to the center field and he is under it, and that's going to be 2 away. No, actually, I just wish they would quit. Not even a nap. Just flat out quit. They're just not mature enough to be in a school setting. And yeah, it's not my job to teach your kids how to behave. All right, Shiwan walked in his first at bats, first pitch swinging, pops that one up to right field, and just like that, so 3 away. 1, 2, 3, go. The Hanwa Eagles once again. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It's 3-0 Hanwa. 8-9-1 coming up for Kiwoom here. Efficient inning there. Just 10 pitches. 9 pitches in the first. What's up, Padge? Not too shabby yet. We'll see how this goes in about 7 hours whenever I'm done streaming. Kim Gun Hee versus Jun Tae Hyun, and then Song Sung Moon will be who Weiss has to pitch against. Again, already 5 strikeouts for him. Kiwi, do you know what his record for strikeouts is? I assume 12. I'm gonna say 12. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I feel like I've seen him throw 12 before. Yeah, Patch. It all depends on how long this game goes. If it's going as like it is now, then yeah, it should be okay. 50 minutes in with just over 2.5 innings finished. All right, finally walking into the batter's box. Oh, 34 pitches so far for Weiss, and the first pitch is a strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. Weiss, 22 pitches in the first inning, 12 in the second inning, 5 Ks already. And here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be rolled over and a foul. 0-2. Kiwi, how's it feel with that number 2 next to your name and not the number 1? And outside, did he go? He did not. We'll check the replay. Who'd they play, Padge? I don't think it's just chats, as that misses outside. 2 damn Orioles. And here comes the 2-2 pitch, and that is a fouled away. I actually, Kiwi, I tried to add some stuff to see if it would add that, but unfortunately, I can't get the top fan stuff added. I don't know what it is. As the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Weiss. 6 on the day. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Jun Tae Hyun. Weiss has pitched against Kiwoom once on the season. Sorry, twice on the season. 14 innings, 13 strikeouts. All right, Jun Tae Hyun looks at ball 1 up high. 1-0. 257 on the season for the second baseman, and he drops down a bunt, but it goes foul. And 1-1. I keep looking give you guys updates on the other games, but there are no other games. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, way up high. 2-1. Right, the 2-2 or 2-1 pitch in there for a strike. I knew it was going to be a strike. That's why I said 2-2. Orioles, Orioles, Orioles. Man, a swing and a miss on an ugly looking pitch there. An ugly looking swing, and 7 strikeouts now for Ryan Weiss. 아니요, 근데 시간이 없고, 티켓 없어요. 그래서 다시 못 가요. So as that misses the first pitch there, ball 1 is Son Sung Moon. So it is in Korea in July and August. So let me in June, all of the Sunday games are at 5 p.m. Then in July and August, all of the Sunday games are at 6 p.m. Okay. but Kiwoom plays in the dome. Kiwoom is the only team that plays in a dome. So on Sundays, Kiwoom always has 2 p.m. games if they're home. As the 2-1 is fouled away. No, it's not going to be foul. It is going to drop down and one hop into the wall. Moon Yun Bin is going to grab it. Song Sung Moon is going to be sliding, no, standing into second. As that will be the first hit of the day for Kiwoom and another 2-out base runner. So I will always do the 2 p.m. Kiwoom home games because one, I don't stream Kiwoom games any other time. And two, I know that a lot of people in the US prefer the 2 o'clock game just because of the time difference. And Sung Sung Moon hanging out on second base now. First hit of the day given up for Weiss. And that's going to bring up E.G. Yol. And a swing and a miss there. It's 0-1. 50 pitches now for Weiss. Yeah. Yeah, and the 0-1 sets up way up high, misses up high also, and it's 1-1. Yeah, I have thought about trying to do double headers on Sundays when it's a 2 o'clock and a 5 o'clock game, but it's way too hard as he doesn't go around. I don't know what you're checking on, EJ1. Yeah, I could tell that he didn't go around from here. And it's 2-1. Another 2-1 pitch. Checks over on the runner at second as he slides back in. Sung Sung Moon has plenty of speed. Yes, here comes the 2-1 pitch. That's going to be grounded to Noshiwan at third, the throw, and that's his 3 away. All right, so we'll go to the fourth inning. It's 3-0 Hanwa. Finally, they get another base runner. He is on second. They've had 2 base runners, and they have both been on second base, and they have both been left on second base. Weiss now at 52 pitches. Something to worry about a little bit. His next inning, the fourth inning, is the other inning that he really struggles with. So coming up now in the third and the fourth inning, this is the fourth inning is really, or sorry, the fifth and sixth inning are the innings that Kiwoom starter really struggles with. I'm talking batting averages against of over 300 and over 400. So if there's going to be some more runs scored, they're going to be in the next 2 innings, next 2 or 3 innings before they get into these bullpens. Again, Hanwa's bullpen has not been is very good or has been very good, but they're very overworked. You're talking about 4 guys that are within 10 games of having career highs in games, only a third of the, or halfway through the season. Oh, Hanwa will have their 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. Yeah, no, that's in there for a strike too with Cheon Sung. Cheon Sung, the big 2-run homer earlier in the second inning to put Hanwa up 2-0. Yeah, no, the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be grounded to the shortstop. Picks it up, throws across, and that's one away on the broken bat's ground out. Scouts looking on. Assume they're there to watch Weiss and maybe Sung Moon. And that is going to be grounded to the third baseman. Sung Moon throws, and that's easily two away. Yeah, the other four games will be at 6 p.m. All right, Ito Yoon steps in now, 1 for 1 on the day, doubled in his last at bats. And that's going to be a hit by pitch, right in the old hammy. Did not hit him hard. As he jogs down to first base. Um, I'd say NC. If I had one pick, NC. And that is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. EJ Wan grounded into a 6-5 RBI ground out. Yes, that's right, to 6-5. All righty, here we go. The 0-1 pitch. Ito Yoon has a little bit of speed with his Thor gloves on. Yep. NC and SSG. NC Dinos. They have a foreign pitcher starting against a Korean. As he goes down to one knee, but fouls that away, and it's 0-2. 안녕하세요. Welcome, TMC. All right, June. And the 0-2 pitch just sets up on the outside and throws it again. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher throws it in the other batter's box. That game, no. I'll do the KT and Doosan game since I did yesterday. I did SSG and NC. No, I live in Korea. All righty, the 1-2 pitch just sets up on the outside again, and he throws it outside again. Again, you got an 0-2 count to a guy that is not a threat. I think he has 10 home runs in his 22-year career. He's hitting under 200 on the season, and you're trying to be finessing with him. As the 2-2 runs up and in, and that is just got a piece of the bat into the face mask of the catcher. More catcher on catcher crime. And runs up and in off the handle of the bat. I have no idea, man. Honestly, I don't know. As here comes the 2-2. That's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop underhand toss to second. And that's will be 3 away. They get a hit by pitch, but to leave them on the base pass, that's the second runner they've left on. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. I mean, if I had a choice, I don't have a favorite player. I've never liked players. I just like the game of baseball. 네, 좋아하는 선수 없어요. 그냥 야구 좋아해요. Looking at my stats, I would have to take I'd say KT. Yeah, I would say KT. Doosan Pan? Do you live in Seoul? All right, bottom of the fourth here. Nah. Uh, After this game today, KT and Doosan. 근데 6시 경기 KT 대 두산 중계 방송할 거예요. All right, so Weiss back out there already. 7 strikeouts on the day for the big righty. He'll face Lee Ju-hyung, who grounded into a error, but that is going to be another ground ball right to the first baseman, who beats Weiss, beats the head first sliding, and that will be 1 away. Great play by Kim Tae-yeon. The throw, underhand, a quick underhand toss. Weiss showing off the old pitcher fielding practice. Just gets the foot down just before Lee Ju-hyung. Again, these young guys are absolute idiots with a headfirst slide as Che Ju-won turns on that. Oh, the kid tried to catch it, bounced off of his shoulder, and then falls to the ground, but he's able to pick it up. Why do these guys always head first slide? Failed baseball fundamentals and then failed their next class physics right after it. All right, the 0-2 pitch as he grounds that one. It'll be foul. The kick save by the first base coach. It's 58th pitch of the game for Weiss. The 0-2 counts. And he slaps that one foul. And another pitch, 0-2 pitch coming up. Che Ju-won 0 for 1 on the day, struck out in his first at bats. Weiss's pitch count is really climbing with all these strikeouts. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. He'll throw down to first base, and that's will be 2 away. Weiss is showing off for the scouts in attendance. 8 strikeouts now. I have no idea. I don't bet. Alrighty, first pitch is fouled away from Ju Sung Wan, and it's 0-1. And the 0-1 is fouled away, 0-2. And for Weiss, this is his other bad inning. After that, the batting averages drop below the Mendoza line, and the 0-2 pitch that's grounded to the third baseman, picks it up, throws to first, and that's will be three away. 1-2-3 goes Kiwoom for the second time today. And we will go to the fifth inning. It's 3-0 Hanwa. Cameron, I don't know if they're going to score any more runs. They're tired. They're ready for the All Star break. Hanwha will have their 9-1-2 hitters coming up. Now, this is again. This is where Pak Ju Sung starts to run into issues. Uh, Opponents hitting at 313 against him in the fifth inning. They're hitting 452, I think, 452 against him in the sixth. So if he's going to give up some runs, this is probably where he's going to start giving them up. Luckily for Hanwa, just a 9-pitch inning there for Weiss leaves him at 62 pitches. Why are my strikeouts not just showing up? There we go. I don't even know what that means, Cameron. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? As that is in there for a strike on the inside upper corner, and it's on. Minus 1.5. Does that mean KT is favored or Doosan is favored? As the 0-1, he fakes the bunts, pulls it back, and it's outside 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside. And that misses low. Thank you, Michael. That tells you again how much I know about betting. And the 2-1 outside, a 3-1. Walking the guy that hits a buck 70 on the seat. Oh, sorry, he's at a buck 80. I think he had a hit yesterday. Hitting 180 on the season. I believe he has the highest shortstop contract, as Hanwa overpaid so much for him last year. As that is in there for a strike, running the count full, third full count of the day for Hanwa. A 4-3 ground out and a walk in the other two. And the walk was on an went from an 0-2 count to walking him. And the 3-2 is popped up, but it'll get out of play and it stays 3-2. You're not going to get any runs from this catcher or this not catcher. His offense is so bad. I thought he was a catcher from this shortstop. And 3-2 counts as he pops that one up and it gets into the Hanwha crowd. right into the table. Hopefully, it did not sound like it hit anybody, but hopefully, it didn't hit the kids sleeping. As we'll have ourselves another 3-2 count. Yay, you hit a foul ball. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. And that one is a farther foul ball. Once again, another 3-2 count coming up. And he slaps the bat down, and it'll drop in, and he will be on base with a single. A check swing, but it drops in. And you know things are going Hanwa's way when he is getting hits. Swing at a pitch that he should have brought his 9-iron to hit, but is able to get enough ball or bat on it to drop it into the outfield. He does have plenty of speed. We'll see if they put him in motion. Again, Hanwa loves to steal, even though they are not good at it. As far as teams on the season, Hanwa has attempted 101 stolen bases. As that's a failed bunt, as he is a strike as he pulls it back, but trying to bunt him over here. Good. We would hate to go through a whole game without a runner on first, nobody out bunt attempt. Hanwa eighth in the league with a 72% stolen base rates, which is not good when you figure how young Hanwa is as he goes, and that's going to be a ground ball, but it's foul. And now it's 0-2. We'll look at the one of the worst third base coaches in the league. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch. Checks over on Shimujun. He slides back in. Where's Mary Kate? Yeah, here we go. The 0-2 counts. Way outside, and that's 1-2. Again, 0-2 counts. A right-handed batter, a right-handed pitcher. Throw it in the other batter's box. What's he doing? Why is he talking to himself? Trying to convince him that he's going to send the guy no matter what? And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss at a pitch in the other batter's box, and that's one away. First strikeout of the day for Pak Ju Sung. And that'll ring up a Liberato. And a check over on Shimujun again. Liberato now a left-handed batter. Again, I talked about lefties are hitting 309 against him. So now you got a left-handed batter and obviously a right-handed catcher. So does he go on? Now does he go? Is the question. Is that misses in the dirt? 1-0. As far as catchers go, Kim Gunny has not had enough throws to to matter. So he's had 25 stolen base attempts. He has thrown out 15. And the 2-2 is a foul, or 2-0 is fouled away, 2-1. Well, they have attempted, again, they have attempted 25 stolen bases. He has thrown out 15 of the guys. So, not a guy that you really want to try to steal against, which is probably why he hasn't gone. He is the youngest catcher, I believe, 20 years old, 21, something like that. I don't know everybody's age. Munyan Bin on deck. Liberato, left-handed batter, doesn't have a lot of speed. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. That's slapped foul, and we're going to have ourselves a full count. Second full count for Liberato. He grounded into a 4-3 ground out in his first at bat on a full count. Shimu Jun sitting on first base with a single on a full count. He will be going on the pitch. You can definitely guarantee that. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Sets up on the inside. Misses badly. That walks him. 77 pitches now for Pak Ju Sung as he is trying to get out of the fifth inning. Moon Bin, the clutchest of clutch, coming up to bat. As we'll have a mound visit here. Oh, Moon Bin lined out to the shortstop in his first at bat. Flew out to center in his second at bat, 0 for 2 on the day. As the pitching coach leaves the mound. Moon Bin gets some more grippy, sticky spray, and we'll head back into the batter's box. Runner at second, Shimu Jun, plenty of speed, should score on a single. Liberato would probably need a double to score. He does have some speed, but it's got to be a pretty clean double or pretty clean single for him to be able to score from first, as that is going to be a ground ball. That's 4-6-3 is safe. Slow turn over there at second base, leaves runners on the corners. A slow turn. 2 away now as Moon Bin, first pitch is a ground ball right to the second baseman. Waited on it too much. The throw, not a great one. The turn was fine. A better stretch by the first baseman. They probably get him. The throw from the second baseman was real slow. The stretch by the first baseman was not very good. We'll see if it ends up hurting Hanwa or hurting Kiwoom. As No Shiwan steps in now. Sets up on the outside. And then misses low, ball one. No Shiwan walked and scored a run in his first at bat. Blew out to right in his second, hitting 224 on the season. And he fouls that one into his leg, and it's 0-1, or 1-1. Yeah, and the 1-1 pitch sets up a down the middle, and that's rolled over and foul. 1-2. Chaeyoung Sung waiting on deck, having a fantastic first half of the season for the old Capitan, Captain's Silver Starfish. Pitcher needs a new pair of cleats, or new toe rubber. As here comes the 1-2 pitch, sets up on the outside and catches him looking at it. And Hanwa leaves 2 more on base. They've left 4 on. A single, a walk, a ground out. They leave 2 on. We will go to the bottom of the 5th. As Noshiwan continues his struggles. Hanwa now 2 for 9 with runners on base. 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Have to think that's probably it for Pak Chu Sung. 82 pitches. Maybe they bring him back out and see if he can get through quickly in the 6th. But like I said, the opponent's hitting 452 against him in the 6th inning. Part of that is because he's only had 2 starts. Again, his 2 starts have been good. Both of them 6 innings, 2 runs, and 5 innings, 1 run. Third start now. He's at this point he's now given up 4 home runs in his 3 starts. A total of 6 runs. You know, you have to think 82 pitches. I think he's done. But then again, who knows? Hanwa, or sorry, Kiwoom will have their 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up. As that is in there for a strike. And that's 0-1. Weiss 8 strikeouts as so far as that one misses up high. 1-1. So 3 strikeouts in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. So here we go with the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a pitch on the outside, and it's 1-2. Kiwoom doing their best Notre Dame Fighting Irish impersonation with their uniforms, as that one is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. And the 2-2 swing and a miss, and another strikeout. Strikeouts number 9. Hanwha fans want to see Weiss do well, but I don't think they really want him to see do that well. And you have a ton of scouts every single time Ponce or Weiss pitch are going to be hanging out. Is those two, the combination of those two, plus you have SSG and Kia's. Those 6 starters all have a pretty good chance to be hanging out in the KBO for their final time this year. The 1-0 pitch just sets up on the inside and it's in there for a strike and it's 1-1. Where's Samantha? And that misses low, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 2-2. And the 2-2 is fouled away, 155 at the very bottom of the zone. As Weiss continues his fastball use. All June saw struck out in his first at bats. 0-1 on the day. The only person who has not struck out yet is their number 3 hitter, Yiju Hyung. As the 2-2 is going to be a grounder. The shortstop moving to his right, throws across his body in time. Absolute beautiful play there by Shimu Jun. Moving to his right, coming up and in, grabs the ball, throws across his body to get Jun Saw by a quarter of a step. That brings up Kim Gun-hee. And misses inside, a 1-0. An ugly, ugly looking swing there, 1-1. Hanwa coaches looking on, realizing that this is their only chance really to be able to do much on a season. And the 1-1 pitch sets up at the waist, and that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Shimu Jun back or up again and throws it into the dugouts. And that'll put a runner on second base. Pretty sure he threw it in the dugout, right? So it was right up the middle. Shimu Jun catches it, and then instead of spinning, he turns to his right to straighten himself out to throw over to second or throw over to first, and just airmails it way, way up. Should be an infield single. So should be a single and an air. And that is way up high. 1-0. All righty, the 1-0 pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-0. Wow, they don't even give him a hit on that. I figured they'd give him an infield hit and an air, but no, as that misses inside, and now it's 3-0. On deck is Song Sung Moon, and Song Sung Moon, the only hit of the day for Kiwoom. And here comes the 3-0 pitch in there for a strike, 3-1. 80 pitches now for Weiss. Song Sung Moon on deck. Very, very dangerous hitter. Yeah, and here comes the 3-1 pitch. Sets up on the outside. and misses and walks him. That's going to bring up the tying run in the form of the Capitan himself, the Son Sung Moon, as they will make a little jaunt out to the mound to talk to Weiss. Son Sung Moon, 1 for 1 or 1 for 2 on the day. Strikeout in his first at bat, doubled in his last at bat. But he has really been playing well as of late. How well? 314 the last month with 6 home runs in 22 games. Then in May, 345 with 3 home runs. Not only that, 297 against Hanwa with 3 home runs. So the two captains love facing these two teams. Che and Sung, the captain for Hanwa, already with a 2-run shot today. Son Sung Moon, runners on first and second, and that's in the dirts. And ball 1, 1-0. Big at bats here. And Weiss has not pitched well lately. He is definitely having his best game in the last 3, and but Son Sung Moon could change that quickly. A big swing and a miss there. Beautiful pitch as Son Sung Moon just misses. Out in front of that, says he thought it was a fastball, ended up not, and 134 fooled him. Swing and a miss as that one drops out of the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-2. Most important at bat of the day so far with the captain on, runners on first and second because of a walk and an error. And he lays off of it. It's 2-2. 85 pitches now for Weiss. He should be able to go back out there. He did pitch on Tuesday through 71 pitches on Tuesday. Normally he's going to throw 100. As here comes the 2-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside and he lays off of it. It's 3-2. Runs the count full, ladies and gentlemen. This is the at bat. And the 3-2 pitch lays off of it and he walks the bases full. Weiss's wife looking on. That's going to bring up Imji-yeol. Imji-yeol does have home run and swing. 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a 5-3 groundout. Imji-yeol, 5 home runs in 45 games on the season. And the first pitch is a foul to straight back, 0-1. Struck outs, 5-3 groundouts. Big at bat here. Bases loaded. Kiwoom, no hits with anybody on base so far, as that one is fouled away again, and it's 0-2. Big strikeout would do Weiss marvelous favors. 9 strikeouts already on the day. One of them was EGO back in the first inning. Have to think that a slider's coming here. EGO hitting 300 with the runners with the bases loaded in his career. 1 home run. And the 0-2, there's the slider, strikes him out on a pitch out of the zone. His 10 strikeouts as they leave the bases loaded. What's up, Crash? And that will take us to the break. I'll be back in just a few, ladies and gentlemen. Refill your beverages or whatever you do. All right, so we be back, ladies and gentlemen. Pak Chu Sung is still out there. All right, he's going to face Cheon Sung, and that's in there for a strike on the inside, and it's 0-1. Cheon Sung again, the big swing, the 0 put the Hanwa up 2-0, and then after that, a 6-3 ground out on a broken bats back in the fourth, and that is fouled straight back, 0-2. Kiwoom has had plenty of chances there now. They've left 5 runners on base, but they only have 1 hit. And the 0-2, oh, just misses. And everybody thought that was a strike, but it's now 1-2. And that is lifted up, but not enough as that right at the warning track and then back in, and that's going to be one away. Again, possibly Pak Tu Sung did throw 98 pitches in his last game. He is, and this was on Monday, or sorry, Tuesday. So both Weiss and Pak Tu Sung pitched on Tuesday. Weiss only threw 71 pitches because he didn't pitch well, as that misses up top, and that's 1 0. Pak Chu Sung pitched on Tuesday, pitched well, 6 innings, 98 pitches. So I assume that he will pitch there, as that is in there for a strike, 1-1. Pitch unless somebody gets on base. Uh, the bottom of this lineup is not something that is threatening. Kim Tae Yun has shown great signs, but this year has been really bad as that misses outside at 2-1. Having a very, very bad offensive season this year. I believe he's one of the lowest in terms of weighted runs created in the league. As the 2-1 is a swing and a miss, 2-2. Again, I believe he is thy worst. And a swing and a miss there. Strikeouts number 2 on the day for Pak Ju Sung. And that's 2 away. That's going to bring up Ito Yoon. Ito Yoon, really the last person that I'd be worried about if I was Q. And that's in there for a strike on the inside, and it's 0-1. Ito Yoon had himself a double earlier today and a hit by pitch. He's been on base both times today. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-2. Ito Yoon, again, left-handed batter. 309 is what lefties are hitting against Pak Tu Song on the season, as Pak Tu Song is a righty with 3 home runs also. So as the 0-2 pitch sets up way on the outside and misses low, 1-2. Uh, honestly, I think Kia could sweep Hanwa. As crazy as that sounds, I think Hanwa, they could sweep Hanwa. The reason for this is Hanwa is going to have Song Baek, who is not a good starter at all. They're going to also have Moon Dong Ju, has not been good. And then they're going to have Jo Don Hook. I assume they're going to have Jo Don Hook starting in the game on Thursday, as the 1-2 pitch is fouled away again. Ball boy will make the play. 96 pitches now for Pak Tu Sung versus Kia, who is going to have, they could have Oler Nail and their other young guy, Yang Chung. I can't remember what his name is now. Yeah, but that was one game. You just say that because you want to wear your Moon Dong Ju uniform. Yes, here we go. The 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside, and he slaps the bat down. Third baseman under it, and that will be 3 away. He ends up going 6, giving up 3 runs for the quality starts. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-0 Hanwha. Kiwoom will have their 3-4-5s coming up. Yeah, it really depends on Kia. So Kia will either have, let me get the actual pictures. So nope. He can't. They took him off of the roster. So they took him off of the roster after yesterday after his game, which means he would have to stay off for 10 days. But since he's starting the All Star game, uh, they took him off. So instead of having him pitch on Thursday, which would be Nail versus Ponce for a very, very important game on Thursday, they took him off the roster so that he could start the All Star game. So he'll be back after the break. And then Yuan Jin also taken off, so he wouldn't be able to start on short rest. So yeah, it is Nail should start Friday or Thursday. Yang Hyung Jong should start Thursday. There's a possibility that he doesn't start Thursday. And there's a possibility that like Oler starts on Wednesday because he'll be eligible to come back after being taken off the roster earlier. So I really don't know yet. As Weiss is still out there as Lee Ju Hyung. Well, first pitch is going to be a ground ball past the diving shortstop, and he will be on base for the second time today. This time with a hit. He threw his one curveball. That's going to bring up Cheju Wan. And Weiss, 90 pitches through 5 innings. They want him to get the quality starts. He will most likely throw 100 pitches. As that misses up high. 1-0. Yeah, the one thing for Hanwa is their bullpen will be available. The 1-2 pitch that checks over on the runner, slides back in. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Lions fan hanging out with the Kiwoom fans. Yeah, here comes the 1-1 pitch. Misses outside at 2-1. Cheju Wan does have some sneaky power. EJ Wan still hasn't gotten the memo that there's an ABS system. He doesn't need to frame pitches anymore. Yeah, no, the 2-1 is ripped on, but it will just hook foul, and a 2-2. And Weiss gives up some home runs, 10 on the season. He's given up two really long fly balls that hooked foul. Here we go. The 2-2 is slaps that one foul, and it stays 2-2. 96 pitches now for Weiss. This will be his last start before the All-Star break. And another 2-2 pitch, and he fouls it into the ground, and it's in EJ Wan's chest protector. Looking like a bomb squad detective. That gigantic TVing Hanwa Sangmyung chest protector. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. That is lifted up into the air. Liberato under it, though. Sounds like he broke his bats. And that's will be one away. As Kiwoom continues to be hitless with runners on base. Most that they've gotten is a couple walks by Jun Tae Hyun and Sung Sung Moon. 98 pitches now for Weiss. He'll face Ju Sung Won. And here comes the first pitch up high, ball one. 99 pitches. Here we go. The 100th pitch of the day. The 1-0 is way, way up high. Ball two. And there we go. All of the announcers have to talk about the 100 pitches, so I am obligated to also talk about it. And here comes the 2-0 count. Misses outside, 3-0. If he walks him, have to think that this is his last batter. Wan Sung Ju, the DH, on deck. He is also 0 for 2 on the day. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. Just catches the outside corner, 3-1. And we'll try this. Nope. Check over to first, and he is easily back in. Here we go. The 3-1 pitch just catches the outside, runs the count full as he is trying to walk. Both of those pitches just catch the outside corners. Now, does he throw that sweeper and try to get him swinging again? Or does he try to blow the fastball past him after hanging out and not swinging? And that's a pass ball right past him for strikeouts number 11. Keeps it right at the bottom outside corner, and then not able to catch the fastball as goes from a 3-0 count to striking out. That'll bring up the number 6 hitter, Wan Sung Jun, as he looks at ball one. One 0 pitch sets up. Oh, no, check over at first. Easily back in. Yeah, first good performance that he's had since the Lotte game. Obviously, the Lotte game was a fantastic performance. Probably is one of his best pitches or best outings. As the 1-0 just misses outside, and it's 2-2, 2-0. Translator looking on with Ponce. And here comes the 2-0 pitch. Pops him up. First baseman Kim Tae-yeon in foul territory makes the catch, and that'll be the end of the inning and probably the game for Weiss as he gets the foul pop up. And once again, a base runner with absolutely nothing happening from Kiwoom as they have gone hitless with runners on base. We'll go to the seventh inning. It's 3-0 Hanwa. Oops. They do not have 5 hits. I hit the wrong button. Oh for 6 on the day for Kiwoom with runners on base. 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. And they've left to six runners on base. Well, this will now become a bullpen performance. As Carmen is hoping that the bullpens do some KBO bullpen things. So, coming out is Pak Yoon Sung for Kia. All right, we're back. Top of the seventh here. Hanwha will have their 8-9-1 hitters coming up for the bottom of the order. And EJ Wan, the first pitch is turned on, but it's going to hook foul. And it's 0-1. EJ Wan 0 for 2 on the day, but does have an RBI groundouts, which is a win in his book. Just over the 2-hour mark now. Yes, here comes the 0-1 pitch, sets up on the outside, and a swing and a miss there. 0-2. 2-hour mark for the stream, not for the game. Pak Yoon Sung, 30 games, 27 innings, 5 losses, 4 holds, and 1 save. As here comes the 0-2 pitch, sets up on the outside, right-hand batter, right-handed pitcher, and he doesn't throw it way away as the left fielder calling off the center fielder under it, and 1 away. Very surprising there. Usually you get a pitch in the dirt or a pitch in the other batter's box. Just a reminder for those of you that are unaware, I will be, as long as this game doesn't get crazy and take a long time to finish, I'll be doing the KT versus Doosan game that is will start at 6 o'clock Korean time. So in 2 hours, as that is in there for a strike to Shimu Jun, and it's 0-1. Shimu Jun 1 for 2 on the day, had a single, has brought his average up to 187. And the 0-1 is going to be another single up the middle, and that will be his second time on base. Actually, third time on base. And another hit for Hanwa. That brings up Iwan Suk. Even though he's not a good hitter, you can't just keep pumping fastballs down the middle. They're going to, he is a professional. Yuan Suk steps in now. As that misses low. 0-1. I still think it'll be so my preseason prediction was Kia, Samsung, LG, KT, Hanwa was my preseason. Um, that's a misses, and it's 1-1 now. I still think so. I think it'll be like I don't. I think it'll be the three that I don't see missing is Kia, LG, and Hanwha. Uh, the other two spots will be probably Lotte and KT. But it could be LG, could be, you know, Lotte and Samsung or Samsung and KT. But yeah, I don't think Hanwha wins the regular season. The 1-1 is in the dirt, and it's a 2-1. I think Hanwha is going to run into some issues after the All Star break with their bullpen. Hanwha's again. I talked about it earlier. Hanwha's back into the bullpen. Their seventh, eighth, and ninth inning guys. All those guys are real close to personal record appearances. Is that's swing and fouled into the mitts, and it's a 2-2. Uh, it is a they're already at or within 10 games of setting records for most appearances, and we are just now past the halfway part of this season. And he goes and it's fouled away. Shinmu Jun has been trying to steal all day, but has yet to steal a base. And that's going to be a ground ball through the left side. And now you've got runners on first and second after back to back singles. That brings up Liberato. As Cameron is thinking, praying, doing a rain dance, whatever it is he does. Runners now on first and second. Plenty of speed at first and second. Double easily scores 2. And here we go. Sets up on the outside. Misses up high. Ball on 1-0. Liberato 0 for 2 on the day. Walked in his last at bat. A 4-3 ground out. A pop fly to the third baseman. His average has dropped below 400 now. Yeah, and the 1-0 sets up on the outside, and that is turned on and crushed. Goodbye, baseball, just like you called it, Cameron. And just like that, Florio has ordered a moving company. One-0 pitch deposited over the outfield wall, and now it's 6-0 Hanwa. Kiwoom's bullpen doing Kiwoom bullpen things, and that is up high, ball 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch up high, ball 2-0. Yep, that's how Weiss is on the team. Weiss was a injury replacement for Sanchez. And the 2-0 holds up. Did he go around? He did not, and it's 3-0. Yeah, so they basically have 6 weeks. And then after the 6 weeks, they can either release Florio and sign Liberato, or if Florio is not back, is not healthy, they can sign another temporary 6-week replacement. And here comes the 3-1 as pops him up, but out of play on ball 4, and it runs the count full, 3-2. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Sit down looking. Right down the middle. Yeah, he's been impressive. He doesn't have the speed that Florio has. He knew that as soon as he hit it. He 125, 26 degrees. As that misses up high, ball 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch popped up and a foul out of play, 0-1, 1-1. No Shiwan, 0 for 2 on the day, walked and scored a run on the 2-run shot by Che Sung, a fly out to right field, and a strikeouts looking. Average continues to drop. And the 1-1 is lifted, and that is crushed. Goodbye, baseball. No Shiwan doesn't hit very many anymore. Doesn't get hits very many. But when he does, it's a home run or nothing. No Shiwan with 3 hits in July. All of them home runs. As this game is what you would call pretty much over. All right, Che Sung steps in now. Looks at the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. And then the 0-1 pitch up high, 1-1. Hanwa. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that is lifted into right field, but not all the way out, as that will be 3 away. But a 3-run shot by Liberato and another solo shot by No Shiwan. And Hanwa is up 7-0. 7-0. They've taken advantage of the base runners that they've had, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, is it 7.5 or is 7 a push? All right, Hanwa will be into their dugouts. They'll face the 7/8 9 hitters. It's on the screen, man. Hanwa's up 7-0. See who is coming in to pitch for Hanwa. The Kim Bum Soo will come out onto the mound. Oh, 38 games, 21.1 innings. Pretty much no. I mean, there's always a chance it's the KBO, but I would say very, very small. As that one is in there for a strike. Euro Gyol taking over in left field for Moon Hyun Bin. And the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a broken bats. First baseman grabs it underhand toss to Kim Bum Soo and one away. .130 off the bats, 28 degrees. All right, Kim Gun Hee will take over now, or step into the box. I don't want to say take over. And that misses up high, 1-0. And the 1-1 pitch sets up a right down the middle, and that's a strike right down the middle, and it's 1-2. This is the game that I expected Hanwha to have in the other ones. Well, Hanwha is gonna send out their not their main bullpen guys, so and the 1-2 pitch, and that's rolled over. Shortstop grabs it, throws across, and that's two away. That's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Jun Tae Hyun. He has actually had a hit today. Or sorry, been on base. 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in his first at bat. Walked in his second at bats. And that's a beautiful curveball in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. And the 0-1 misses low, 1-1. Kim Bum Soo is having a decent season after last year's lots of struggles. Mainly, last year's struggles were mainly because the previous year he was just overused. And in the KBO that's a swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. So the KBO really doesn't have an off season. Now the KBO has an off season, but so the Korean way is they finish their regular season and then they have closing camp and then they have winter camp, and then they have spring. You get like 2 weeks off or something like that, as the 1-2 is slapped, but foul. JJ Hoon working on his curveball. Yeah, now the 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside, and that catches him looking at strike three. That'll end the inning for Kiwoom. We'll go to the eighth. It's 7-0 Hanwa. Yeah, pretty much. Hanwa will have their 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up. And if the companies could have it any other way, they would. They absolutely hate the progressive movement in Korea of caring about the employees. As, we've got 45 minutes to finish this game, ladies and gentlemen. 45 minutes to finish 2 innings. We'll see who comes out for Kia or for Kiwoom. I imagine that they'll probably change the pitcher, but maybe not. The KBO app is really, really bad. Very, very slow. So half the time I can't get information before I even look at it on the screen. Yoon Suk Won will come in to pitch. 8 games on the season, 8 innings, 1 hole, 12.38 ERA. And just like that, I'm having some technical issues where it's not saving. There we go. As that one misses, and it's ball one to Kim Tae-yeon. And now that misses low, and it's 2-0. Kim Tae-yeon 1 for 3 on the day, singled and scored a run in his first at bats, a 5-3 ground out and a strikeouts on the day for today's first baseman, getting a spot start at first base for Chae In-sung, who is DHing today. And that misses, and that's 3-0. And the 3-0 in there for a strike as he wasn't thinking about swinging. He cannot hear anything. The Hanwa fans making sure that they have the creepy guys sitting in the front row, not doing any cheers whatsoever, but just filling up terabytes of cheerleader videos as that misses inside and walks some. He is on base for the second time today, this time via the walk. Doosan fan hanging out with the Hanwa fans. And Doosan, the former Daejeon team. All right, Ito Yoon steps in, looks at the first pitch, and that is a strike right down the middle. Bunt up 7. Congratulations, Kiwi, on the victory. Back to number 1. As here comes the 0-1 pitch. Up high, ball 1, 1-1. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. That is fouled away, 1-2. Wow, that guy is creepy. There was literally a guy that was just like filming straight down at one of the cheerleaders' legs there, as the 1-2 is fouled away, and it's stays 1-2. 300 millimeter zoom lens. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside. He slaps at it and fouls it away. Stays 1-2. All right, 1-2 pitch now. Sets up on the outside once again, and a swing and a miss at a pitch up at his eyes, and that's 1 away. One away now here in the top of the 8th. Cameron praying for at least 1 run. Yeah, and EJ Wan looks at ball 1 on the outside, 1-0. Would hate for Hanwa to use, their catcher. And then the 1-0 pitch is turned on, popped up into the air. Center fielder, left fielder, both collapsing on it. The left fielder takes it, and that's 2 away. That'll bring up a Shimu Jun. Shimu Jun having himself quite the day. 2 hits. He's been on base all 3 times because of a fielder's choice. Looks like Ito Yoon might be done for the day. Wong Young Mook taking over, maybe. And that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Shimu Jun single and run scored in his last at bat, a single. 194 now on to the season, as him and the Mendoza line have been flirting today, as that's going to be a liner right to, looks like Osun Jin over there at shortstop. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Hanwa 7. Kiwoom sucks. Hanwa is left to 5 runners on now. 4 for 14 with runners on base. We'll see who comes out. Hanwa will, whoever's pitching will face the 1, 2, 3 in the lineup for Kiwoom, as Kiwoom tries their best to at least get on the board. So Osun Jin is playing at short now. They're so bad. I mean, it's expected that they're bad. Jodo Nuke will come in to pitch. So this makes no sense. So who are they going to have pitch on Thursday? I thought they'd have Jodo Nuke starting on Thursday, but no, they're going to have him come in and pitch in a 7-run game. So Kim Gun he has done. Kim Dong Hyun is back behind the plates. Joe Donuk out on the mound now. 36 games, 34 points, 2 innings, 1 win, 3 holds, and 1. No, don't say that, Cameron. Kiwoom's got the top of the lineup up. They could score a run here. Joe Donuk as first pitch is outside, ball 1. But I mean, Kiwoom's 0 for 6 with runners on base, 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. There's a reason why they have 0 runs, as that's a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-1 now. As that misses, and that's ball 2, 2-1. Cameron, do you have 7.5 or do you have 7 as a push? And that is going to be a single into left field, and he is on base for the 3rd time today. A double, a walk, and a single, and this is their one chance, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron, he's got his incense burning. His first pitch is up high, ball 1, 1-0. Keep putting the pitches on the other side. As that is low in the dirt, and it's 2-0. All right, here we go. The 2-0 pitch. Runner on first. Misses outside. 3-0. Im Ji Yeol, a big spot in his last at bats, had the bases loaded, but struck out 0 for 3 on the day. And here comes the 3-0 pitch, sets up down the middle, and he walks him. Runners now on first and second with nobody outs for Lee Ju Hyung. Joe Donuk has tons of control issues. Lee Ju Hyung, a 1 for 2 on it, or 1 for 3 on the day. Reached on an error in his first at bats, a 3-1 ground out and a single. Grow a garden. Is that anything like Farmville? I know that was a huge Facebook game. All right, here we go. Lee Ju Hyung looks its ball 1 low, 1-0. I keep putting it on the wrong side. Why do I keep doing that? Here we go. 1-0 pitch. And he swings and fouls away ball 6. I have no idea. I actually have 0 games on my phone, surprisingly. All right, the 1-1 pitch sets up down the middle, and that is going to be rolled over. Second baseman grabs it, throws to shorts, and that's what puts the runners on the corner on the 4-6 ground out. I'm from Missouri. All right, so Cheju Wan steps up. Cameron's last hope of survival. Oh, I just hit a button that I don't want to hit. Sacrifice fly works too. All right, it's a 1-0 pitch. And it's in there for a strike, 1-1. Cheju Wan had a chance with the runner on base in his last at bats, flew out to center field though. Had a chance in his first at bats, but struck out. 0 for 3 on the day, 2 strikeouts that fly out to center field. And the 1-1 is fouled away, and it's 1-2. Two and a half hours now. We need to finish this game in 30 minutes. All right, 1-2 pitch as the girl behind home plate is now on iPad duty. As the 1-2 swing and a miss, and that's is probably the end of Cameron's day. Swings at a pitch in the dirt, and now runners on the corner with 2 outs as Ju Sung Wan comes up to bats. And we'll have a pitching change because why not? All right, we'll have a pitching change to bring in I assume, a righty to face the Ju Sung Wan. So we'll probably bringing in a righty here to face the right-handed hitting. Yep, bringing in Kim Jong-soo. All right, Kim Jong-soo, 36 games, 32 points, 2 innings, 3 wins, 5 losses, 2 holds, 2.76 ERA, 30 strikeouts, 26 walks. Has given up 1 home run, 237 batting average against, and a 1.53 whip. And he drops the ball on the return throw from the catcher. Again, you're up 7 in the bottom of the 8th, and you bring in a guy that's throwing every day. And I just, you've got a whole bullpen, but you don't want to use them because you're worried about a 7-run game. And against the worst team in the league. So he's pitched in 36 games. 54 is his career high. Uh, but that was back in 2020 through 52 games in 2022. As that misses inside, ball one. Wrong side again, ball one, 1-0. He does have an ERA of 135 on Sundays, though. As here comes the 1-0 pitch, sets up right down the middle and misses outside, 2-0. Afternoon, Alan. Yeah, now the 2-0 is popped up. Shortstop out in to left field, and that's will end the inning in Cameron's day as they continue to go poopy, poopy, poopy with runners on base. We'll go to the final inning. It's Hanwa 7, Kiwoom over. What's up? I mean, they're 0 for 9 with runners on base. 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. They've had chances. They've left 8 runners on base. 0 for 9 with runners on base. That's ridiculous. Like, I mean, there's a reason why they're the number 10 team in the league. They're super, super young, but this is ridiculous. It's Hanwa. It will have the top of their order coming up. 1, 2, 3 coming up for them. So maybe there's a little hope for you, Cameron. Maybe a small sliver of hope. Kiwoom should be changing their pitcher once again. As Park Jung-hoon will come out onto the mound. Park Jung-hoon, 3 games, 3 innings, an ERA of 3, 3 walks. No, here's your chance, Cameron. As that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Oh, Iwan Suckle leading things off for Hanwa. He is 1 for 4 on the day. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that is lifted into left field. That is going to go, go, go. Goodbye. Congratulations, Cameron. A leadoff home run by Iwan Suk in the top of the 9th, and Cameron is dancing in his living room. As another home run, 4th home run of the day for Hanwa. Liberato now, he had a 3-run shot in his last at-bats and looks at ball one way outside. And here we go, the 1-0 pitch. And a fouled away, 1-1. Oh, he has that ERA of 3. I mean, where's my music? Where are we? Where are we? After this, I'll do KT and Doosan. And that's inside. 2-2. I can't play that. Well, actually, this is what they're playing at the actual game. And that is in the dirt. So 3-2. All right, Liberato with his third full count of the day. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Sets up right at the waist. And that is ripped into right field. And he is on base for the third time today with another single. Uh-oh. Wrong button. All right. Liberato on base once again. Let me get back to my actual non-Hanwa music. That brings up Euro Gyo getting his first at bat of the day. And a swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. And it's the reason why he's just now getting his first at bats. 167. Yeah, I mean, he's ridiculous. And that is in the dirt, and Liberato is going to cruise on over to second base. We need Kiwi and Luke in here singing Euro Gyol's song. Like I said, my two picks before the game would be Hanwa and NC, as that girl is enjoying her Sunday afternoon, is swing and a miss there, and it's should be 3-0, but no, it's 1-2. Yeah, he had a 3-run shot. All right, Euro Gyol. The 1-2 pitch, and he swings at ball 4, but fouls it away, and it stays 1-2. I have to think that Euro Gyol is about done with his time with Hanwa. Pinch ran the other day and ended up getting picked off. He's would be on first base, except he swung at 3 balls now. Should be 4-0, and he should be hanging out on first base. As here comes the 1-2 pitch, sets up right down the middle, and that is in the dirt. Doesn't swing at that one, surprisingly, as it's 2-2 now. Yeah, like Liberato's not really a home run hitter. He's not a fast guy, but he's got 2 home runs now, 3 home runs, 3 home runs now on the season. But he's come up with a lot of late inning big hits, as the 2-2 is slapped foul. Uh, so all foreign starters are expected to go 6 or 7 innings. If you're new to baseball this year, the reason why that you're seeing some starters only go 1 or 2 innings is because a lot of injuries and a lot of really bad starters this year have taken the predicted starters out, and they're starting a lot of relief pitchers instead of starting pitchers. That is a swing at a ground ball on that was literally he teed it off the ground and he fouls it away and it stays a 3-2. He is swung at 6 bad pitches so far this inning. Like, just don't even throw him anything near the strike zone. He's just going to swing and miss at it. Well, they're not openers per se. They're just the starters are just so bad. So here we go. The 3-2 count sets up right down the middle. And another swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirts. Euro Gil might as well just head to Sosan. I mean, that's just bad. Yeah, and so like today's starter for Kiwoom was a bullpen guy earlier this season. Today was only his third starts. So he's pitched in 11 games, 12 counting today. This is only his third starts. So that's a misses outside, or sorry, that catches the outside, and it's 0-1. No Shiwan solo shots for him earlier. Again, he has 3 hits in the month of July. They're all home runs. As here comes the 0-1 pitch. Sets up right down the middle. A swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. No problem. So if you're new to Korea and you live in and you're a Hanwa fan, does that mean you live in Daejeon? As here comes the 0-2 pitch. And in the dirt, 1-2. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch, 21st pitch of the inning, as that is in the dirt also, and it's 2-2. Why? Like, this is why Korean pitchers can't throw. This is why they throw so many balls. He's not even throwing straight. I understand. I understand. All right, the 2-2 pitch sets up on the outside, and that is going to be slapped through to the right side. Liberato is going to come around, and he's going to come home. They cut it off, but it's not in time. And Noshiwan with a RBI single there on the very great base running by Liberato. And just in case they take away one of Cameron's runs, they've got another one. As Liberato ran through the stop sign because he knows more than the third base coach who sucks. Yeah, I was the same way 12 years ago, 11 years ago when I came to Daejeon. And that brings up a Wong Young Mook. That's going to be a ground ball. First baseman bobbles it and ends up having to just step on the bag. No, it's 100% the fact that the 2 foreign starters have been absolutely fantastic. That's 100% it. And I mean that's entirely because enjoy it this year. All right, Kim Tae-yun looks at the ball one. Because Ponce and Weiss, if they leave and head to the MLB, Hanwa is going to be right back down to the basements because they just do not develop players. As here comes the 1-0 pitch. That is fouled up and will get out of play as it slams into the cheer section, and it's 1-1. Yeah, just in case they try to take one away from you, Cameron, they got another one. Yeah, my first year as a season ticket holder for Hanwa, they made the playoffs in 2018 for the first time in 11 years. All right, this sets up on the inside corner, 1-1. And that is ripped over the third baseman's head, and that's going to score another one. And he should be cruising into second with an RBI double. At this point, it's just a beating. All right, sounds good. Hopefully they finish soon so I can at least have some dinner. As Ito Yoon looks its ball one way outside. And the 1-0 misses inside and almost hits him. Some quality toxic masculinity in the Hanwa dugouts. I'm a guy, so I'm not allowed to smile despite the fact that my team is in first place in the league and we're up 10-0. All right, the 2-0 counts. Misses inside, 3-0. Yoon's trying to figure out what's going on. And here we go. The 3-0 counts. It sets up on the outside. And in there for strike at the bottom of the zone, 3-1. And here we go. The 3-1 counts. Just catches the bottom of the zone, runs the count full, 3-2. Hanwa has been enjoying their full counts. A ground out, a walk, a single, a strikeout, a single. Having themselves quite the day with the full counts. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Sets up right down the middle. And that is going to be another liner. Third left fielder comes running in to make the catch. That'll be 3 away, but Hanwa gets 3 more on a solo shot by Iwan Suk. A RBI single by No Shiwan, and then an RBI double by Kim Tae-yun, and we will go to the bottom of the 9th. It is all on. Have to adjust that. I know I missed some hits there. Twelve hits. All right, so we'll see. There's got to be some changes here. Oh man, you got to be kidding! The amount of changes by Kiwoom has put the pitcher in to first base, or the pitcher into the lineup. I try to get to all of this set up. All right, coming in is making his season debut for Hanwa. Eagle Yun San Hun. I remember when he used to pitch, every time he threw a strike, his hat would come off as first pitch is in there for a strike. You know, Wan Sung Jun, the number 6 hitter, leads things off. And a swing and a miss there on a beautiful curveball. And it catches him looking at that, and that's a strikeouts number 1 on the day. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and 2 outs away from a victory. Oh Sun Jin will come into bats now, getting his first at bat of the day. And that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop picks it up, throws across the diamond, and that's 2 away. Most of the time they can only last 1 inning, but it's more about the fact that they often bring in left-handed pitchers to face left-handed hitters and right-handed batters to or right-handed pitchers to face right-handed batters. As that's misses low and it's ball one, 1-0. Lots of changes everywhere. Uh, I'm not going to go through all of the changes as that is lifted up into center field. Liberato giving chase, and it bounces off the wall as Liberato slams into it, and that's will be a 2-out double as they are trying to get a run. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Jun Tae Hyun. Again, these lineups are not correct that you see on your screen. The KBO app is so crappy though. So Euro Girl is in left. The pitcher is in the 4th spot. Wang Young Mook is at second. Ito Yoon is over at third. Holly Saw is at catcher. And the shortstop is number 16. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Well, Jun Tae Hyun 0 for 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts. Did have a walk though, but Kiwoom looking for their first hit with a runner on base all day. 0 for 9, 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. As here comes the 0-1 pitch. Up high, ball 1, 1-1. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. He misses inside at 2-1. Yeah, and the 2-1 is fouled away, 2-2. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Runner on second at 2 outs. Slapped foul, stays 2-2. All right, here we go. 2-2 pitch sets up right down the middle. And that is in the dirts. Runs the count full, 3-2. Fourth full count of the day for Kiwoom. They've had runners on base, but the best that they can do once they get runners on is a walk. Here we go, the 3-2 counts. Or throws it to the backstop. That'll move a runner over to third base. And a runner on first. So runners on first and second, flips the lineup back over. But again, how do you get the pitches mixed up when you with a pitch comp? All right, so Saw You Shin will come up to bat. As that just barely gets as the top. 2 out, 10 runs with the pitcher on deck. Yes, you heard that right. It's pitcher on deck as the 0-1 is in there for a strike and it's 0-2. Again, both managers took away their DH. All righty, here we go. The 0-2 counts sets up on the outside. And that's way up high. Ball 1-2. Yeah, and the 1-2 misses up high, 2-2. And a ton of the lineups aren't correct just because there's been so many substitutions. And a balk as Kiwoom finally gets a run, ladies and gentlemen. Finally gets a run. Congratulations, Kiwoom. You did not get shut out. And that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop grabs it, throws across, and that's will be the end of the game. And the 6-3 ground out, a balk. It, yeah, a balk. All right, well, Hanwa gets a win as, yeah, they go 0 for 10 with runners on base, 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Their one run that comes via a balk. Yeah, the worst Hanwha can be is first place after the end of the I mean, technically, yes, they would be first, but anyway, Hanwha, huge win. Again, they sweep Kiwoom, but they should sweep Kiwoom. It should have been, the other two games should not have been as close as this was. So the fact that Hanwha finally gets up, uh, a balk, and the thing is a balk is very difficult to explain even if you read the rules. Like there's so many things with it, but Hanwha really just no, they had a, Weiss on the mound. Weiss pitched really well. I mean, obviously with the strikeouts, a ton of strikeouts. He Kiwoom had plenty of base runners. They had plenty of base runners. Thank you, whoever that is. I can't see the name. They leave 9 runners on base. So Kiwoom had plenty of base runners. They had plenty of opportunities to score. Again, they had the number 2 hitter up in the lineup with the bases loaded in the 5th inning, and ended up he struck out. Weiss had a really solid game. 6 innings, 107 pitches, 2 hits, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts on the day for him. He'll get the win. Big win for him, as his other 2 starts before this were both bad, only going 7 total innings between his other 2 starts, with a loss to Samsung. So he pitches really well here. Again, continues to pitch really well against Kiwoom. So again, he's pitched really well against Kiwoom. He continues that, as that's what he should be doing, honestly. Then Kiwoom's starter, Pak Chu Song, also pitched really well. 6 innings, 98 pitches, 4 hits, 1 home run, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 3 runs. Basically, he ran into issues in the 2nd inning. A walk to No Shiwan, then a 2-run shot by Chaeun Song, then a single, a double, and a groundout put it at 3-0, which was obviously enough by the end of the game. Hanwha unloaded in the 7th and 9th inning. The 3-run single by Shimu Jun, a single by Iwan Suk, and then a 3-run shot by Liberato. Then another solo shot by No Shiwan. Then in the 9th, a solo shot by Iwan Suk, a single by Liberato, an RBI single by No Shiwan, and then a RBI double by Kim Tae-yun, put 10 up on the board for them. Only 12 hits to score the 10 runs, because they were efficient. When they had runners on, they were getting hits. So they were doing what they needed to do. And anytime that you get, what do they have? 5 home runs? 1, 2, 3, 4 home runs. Anytime you get 4 home runs, well, you're going to have a pretty nice day, I guess. So I will be back in about 45 minutes or so. So I have plenty of time to prep and grab myself some food. This stream will close, and there'll be another stream just like this one, where there's 2 separate ones, a horizontal and a vertical. So I will see you guys in about 45 minutes for KT versus Doosan. So as always, thank you guys very much for tuning in, and until next time.